Hi guys, in this episode of Rate Decay, I'm gonna be reacting to the recent release of Alexa's Wonderland. And I gotta say, I don't know whether this is like a proper comeback or not, because the title of this says that it's a performance video and not a music video. So maybe you guys can tell me in the comments below whether this is like a proper comeback or not, or whether this is like a music video for a B-side, or maybe it's just like a lower budget comeback where they didn't have the money to do a proper music video, so they did just a performance video. Regardless, that is just important in terms of the standards by which I'm going to be judging this song. Still, I am, regardless of whether it's a music video or it's just like a performance video, I'm still pretty excited to get into this, because with the last song of hers that I reacted to, which name I can't remember, whatever it was her last song, I actually really enjoyed that song. It was the first song of hers that I checked out, and it was so different from what I thought it was going to be. So it was a real pleasant surprise. It's like her sound, at least for that song, was so much similar, or at least reminiscent, of what Somi has been doing with some of her songs, like Anymore or What You Waiting For. But it's still like very different sound. It's just that it's kind of the same kind of concept. And the fact that it was in English, if I remember correctly, also really surprised me, and it definitely allowed me to enjoy the song even more. So I'm curious to see whether this song is going to be like that as well, and how much I'm actually going to end up enjoying it. So without further ado, let's get into the reaction in 3, 2, 1. I already kind of like the beat. Okay, I feel like I already like it. Man, I love that her songs are K-pop songs, but in English. That just goes to show how good it would be for us to actually get like American songs in the K-pop style. Like for American groups to start doing K-pop songs like this. Or songs in this style. Okay, this one is a banger. And also it's like a more of a banger, and yet I still like really like it. Because usually when it comes to English songs, I'm actually more of a fan of like the more melodic and singing based, and essentially more like the ballad laning kind of songs, like what her last song was. I actually don't listen to hard-hitting songs like this when it comes to songs in English that much. And I can definitely tell you, regardless of whether this was like a proper comeback or not, the quality of the song is definitely up there, as if it is a proper comeback. Ooh, there was a little bit of Korean there. Whoa. I also really like her outfit. This one in particular. Okay. Okay, so what is that ending about? Okay. So, first thing I just want to say, something that I was already saying during the reaction. I really wish that American groups would start to kind of, for lack of a better term, copy the K-pop style. I just really like K-pop styled songs. But it really doesn't matter what the language is. I like them when it's Japanese songs by Korean groups in the K-pop style, like for example Nichiu, uh, which is JYP's Japanese girl group. They essentially are doing J-pop but with a K-pop style, and I love their music. And I really wish that there would be some group or groups that do that stuff in English as well. Because nowadays, even whenever groups release songs in English, when it's like original songs in English, for whatever reason they completely change their style, and it really pisses me off. That's why I hated it when BTS did it with their stupid, with their 3 stupid English singles, and even groups like Monster X did that stuff. But at least in their case, their songs, while being completely different from what their Korean releases are, were at least good. Just in a different way. But I just really wish that groups and artists, more K-pop groups and artists, or even American artists, would start doing K-pop inspired music in English. And especially, I wish K-pop groups to start releasing K-pop styled songs whenever they release songs in English, instead of completely shifting to what the market in America is, for example, because that feels like very counterintuitive to me, because we all became K-pop fans because of the way K-pop songs sounded, right? Because of how different and unique they sounded compared to American music. So what is the logic behind shifting your sound to something that is like what people listen to in America if you want to break through in America? I just don't get it. It feels like stupid. But yeah, going back to the song, yeah, I honestly like it so much more than I thought I was going to, because, like I said, last time that I reacted to Alexa was the first time I listened to her, so I wasn't sure whether that song was maybe like an outlier in terms of how good it actually is. Because I think when Alexa originally debuted, I might have watched or listened to a song of hers a little bit, and I didn't really vibe with it, so it kind of soured my opinion of her going forward, and I never really listened to any of her music and checked it out until that last time. So now I'm actually curious to potentially maybe go back and check out some of her older music to see whether I was rightfully annoyed by her music or rightfully didn't like it. Because maybe she shifted her sound into something that appeals to me now more now. But yeah, I like this song so much more than I thought I was going to. Especially because this is also like a performance music video and not a main music video. So I was like, okay, so it's not a comeback. So maybe the quality is also not gonna be up to par like compared to the last one. But no, it genuinely is. It is genuinely pretty good. And I'm honestly not sure whether I would say whether it's better or not than her previous song, because that previous song of hers, I mean, it's very different from this. That one was more of like a ballady kind of like more singing based kind of song that was like much more melodic, while this one is much more hard hitting. And the confusion comes for me from the fact that in K-pop, when it comes to K-pop songs, this kind of like hard-hitting stuff, which also has like some rapping or parts that sound like rapping, is usually what I lean towards in terms of the songs that I love listening to. While the other like more singing-based and ballady songs, like what her last song was, I still enjoy them, but nowhere near as much as the hard-hitting stuff. But it's kind of the reverse when it comes to English songs. I still enjoy hard-hitting stuff a lot, but the songs that are more soulful and slower and more emotional are much more entertaining to me. Big part, I think, because the lyrics of those songs I'm obviously able to understand as I'm listening to the song, because I can speak English and understand English. While for Korean, I don't understand Korean, so I cannot soak in the emotion as I'm listening to the song. And I just don't really know by which standards I should judge these two songs and compare them. Because by English song standards, I guess I still like her previous song more, because I had a more of an emotional reaction to it. But I feel like this one might be a little bit catchier, and I feel like I might end up listening to it more, because it is like a more faster paced and energetic and hard hitting kind of song. by K-pop standards. So I'm really not sure. I think I gave her last song a 10 out of 10. Even if I didn't, I would give it 10 out of 10 now. Or maybe something like a 9.8 out of 10 if you gotta be honest. But considering how... considering what the quality of the songs I thought it was, I feel like it deserves to be a 10 out of 10. And I honestly will give this one a 10 out of 10 as well, because like I said, I did not expect it to be anything like this, and for me to enjoy it as much as I do. So, honestly, yeah, I feel like it passes the mark for a 10 out of 10. But still, before I say my final thoughts about this song, we're gonna be getting into it one more time in 3, 2, 1. And right off the bat, it's just like an interesting and catchy instrumental. And also her voice and the way she sings is definitely different from your typical K-pop artist. It definitely sounds more American in my opinion, like more Western. Like, it feels like her range is bigger. And she doesn't have this one way that she sings, which tends to be the case for K-pop artists. Not all of them, but most of them, I would say. Oh yeah, this one is hell of a banger, man. I definitely like this one a lot. I'ma have to put myself on a leash, so living rent free in my head, he's released. Again, you keep my thoughts coming back, and you ain't even a dealer, but I still be in your trap. I need a doctor, my heart is under attack, but it's too good to be true, but then it's... Oh yes, I'm gonna play the shit out of this one. Okay, one of her songs is definitely going in my top songs of this year, for sure. For whatever reason, her facial expressions really remind me of JRE from JRE KML, that YouTube channel. I can definitely see him reacting to that song and having the exact same facial expressions, especially these kind of expressions. Honestly, for a performance music video, it is pretty sick, I'm gonna say. I kind of completely forget that it is a performance music video, and not like your normal music video. And there's your typical K-pop music video outro. I love how they still tag that on onto the song at the end there. But yeah, honestly, even after the second listen, I love it even more. I will definitely be listening to this song a lot. And when I say a lot, I genuinely mean a lot. This song is gonna be played in my car literally as soon as tomorrow morning. When I have to go to the grocery store, I'm gonna be playing the shit out of this one. Unless we get some really cool songs in today's recording session, which definitely might be the case because we have like 15 songs to check out today. From Classy, DKB, La Seraphim, Monster X, Monbio, Elast, Wannabe, 17, Sorn, TXT, Very Very, Unite, Icon, and Mion. That's a lot of songs and potentially good songs that we could be getting from this, so can't wait to get into that. But yeah, what did you guys think about this song? Comment your thoughts down below, let's have a discussion about it. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently one patron on Patreon, Deadpool. Thank you for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me, have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. Another thing that I also want to tell you guys before we end this video is something about me that some of you may or may not know, that will also explain why do I look and dress the way that I do. That being the fact that I am trans. In particular, I am somewhere between a non-binary person and a trans woman. I'm not quite sure at the moment and probably won't be sure until I talk to a professional who deals with trans people, but that is where the reason why I'm telling you all this comes. I need your help. Due to the fact that I live in a homophobic and transphobic Eastern European country with a family that won't really accept the fact that I'm trans if they found out, there is not really a feasible or easy way for me to transition here with minimal repercussions. So that's why I would really appreciate any kind or any amount of support that you guys can give me with this. That said, I don't want to guilt trip you or anything, so if you don't want to or you don't have the means to help out, that's fine, don't feel bad. I just want you to know that it would be greatly appreciated if you did help me out get out of this situation. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and thank you for hearing me out. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the next description to my Twitter if you want to follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!